Yo my peoples, what's going on? I'm named D-Man, and today I'm bringing to you another review. This time it's a review on the Concept X Nike Air Max 1 Mellows. This shoe was released on the 26th of March 2022, which, as a lot of you may know, 26th of March is the obligatory Air Max Day. So yeah, this was an Air Max Day release. This shoe released for a price of £145, which is £145, and it only released, I think there were 3. I'll talk a bit more about the 3 later, but there were 3. There was the Mellow, the Far Out, and the Heavy. This specific Mellow release, I think, was a Concept and Nike Sneakers release. I personally got this shoe from Nike Sneakers. Basically, they were doing a Air Max Day stream, so that I think they had a couple games up in London. I was at work, yeah, so I wasn't able to go. They just randomly dropped this shoe halfway through, and because I don't win on Nike Sneakers, I just kind of thought, why not? I was frantically rushing to get the shoe. I was even rushing so bad that I got a kid's 8.5, like the toddler 8.5. I saw £54 and I was like, this isn't the right one. So I had to quickly refund that order, and by the time I refunded it, this one was now available. So I got this, and yep, you guessed it, the size 8.5. I was rushing, otherwise I would have got a size 9 because I am a size 9 in Air Maxes, but yeah, I got an 8.5. This is my 3rd Air Max. As you can see, we have the neon Air Max 90s, boom. And then secondly, we have the Shawns. Boom. I'm trying to build my Air Max collection. So currently looking for anniversary reds in a 9, watermelons in a 9, and I'm gonna try and get both patterns, the green and the blue ones in a 9, because I don't like the black one, please. I don't need the black and white Air Max 1. And the maroon pair is just ugly. So yeah, that's my possible Air Max collection. So now, keeping it short and sweet, let's move on to the box. As you can see, a different type of box. I'm guessing because it's a collab. This box gives very much, not to be the elephant in the room, peace and love vibes. But that's what they wanted you to think. So we were all thinking the same thing. But yeah, starting off at the top of the box, we have the traditional Nike logo in different prints, to be honest. So we see that Concepts print. We see this red, orange and white. We see a bandana print, and we see a camo print. The shoe was inspired by the late 70s music culture. So this is your peace and love, hippie vibes, bandana prints, camo prints, corduroys. You'll see a lot of that represented on the shoe later. We have a flowery swoosh on the lid of the shoe. Coming up to the front, we have the size tag, which is the Nike Air Max 1 SP in the colors oil green, multicolour sail, US size 9.5, meaning the UK size 8.5, and yeah, so on and so forth. And obviously the QR code for authenticity purposes. Coming to the front of the box, it does say Concept, and it has these 3 shapes, which is a dash, a star, and a crescent. I probably should have read into what those mean, because they're probably significant, but I didn't. Sorry. And at the back of the box, we have the swoosh in the flowery pattern, and on the other side it says Concepts again. Coming inside the box, we have red fishing paper where it does say Concepts, and we have the Nike swoosh in this like flowery pattern. Underneath that is the actual normal fishing paper that we're used to. So obviously this Concepts paper covers that paper. And yo, I'm telling you right now off the bat, this box, even from when I opened the Nike sneakers box when it came, I could smell the shoe. Like the shoe smell is strong. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's anything to do with the materials or what. Now, getting into the shoe, as you can see, there's a lot going on, and E-Man doesn't really like a lot going on. This might make you know how we feel about this shoe, but I digress. Loads of, one thing I can say is there's a lot going on this shoe. Like I would say a lot of bang for your buck. When I say that, different materials, a lot of the materials are done well. It's very The craftsmanship is exceptional, I must say. I guess it would have to be, as it is an Air Max 1, an Air Max release. Starting from the laces, we have these maroon coloured flat laces. Below that we have the Nike tongue. On the tongue it does say Nike, and below that does say Concepts. The tongue itself is velvet material, obviously a velvet maroon, and on top of that we have the maroon laces. Coming down, this shoe's got better materials. We've got this like cow hair just below the shoe holes. And now on the toe box, you have a denim toe box. We have a denim toe box, and it looks like we have a denim mid-foot panel as well. I'm not sure what material this is on the front. So we have a green material. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name of the material. We have a green material going all the way around from the toe box all the way to the heel of the shoe. The swoosh itself, as is on the swoosh on the box, this flowery swoosh which is embroidered. Now coming to the heel, we do have a bandana heel with fraying on the Nike logo, and on top of that it does say Concepts. I think this Concepts is embroidered as well. So there's a lot of embroidered bits, there's a lot of materials being used, there's just a lot going on on this shoe. Coming to the inner lining, the sock lining is a corduroy. I have a corduroy sock lining, and the insole itself, it's just a normal the insole itself is just a normal Nike insole. The two insoles are different, as you can see. One of them does say Concepts with the Concepts logo, and the other one I'm not really sure what that says, but yeah, the insoles are just really colourful. One thing I found interesting were I guess the accessories which come with the shoe. We have this guitar pick as a hang tag, obviously to show how much guitars and different instruments were used at such times in the musical festivals and stuff, really painting the picture of what they're trying to represent. Coming onto the midsole, we have a speckled midsole, which is a kind of creamish colour. It's not white, we have a creamish midsole, and on the sole it's actually brown. I don't know if you call this brown or dark purple. Hopefully the camera's able to pick up the colour, but you let me know what colour it is, because I think this is brown. This looks like a very dark brown, but some people will say it's so dark brown that it's purple, if that makes sense. On the toe box, it does have those three symbols again, the dash, the star, and the crescent. It does come with two additional laces. We have a white set of laces and then another velvet set of laces, maroon laces, which comes with it. Now, let's talk a bit about the shoe. As I said, this shoe did come out in 3 colorways. These colors were to celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Nike Air Max 1. So as I said, we have the heavy, the far out, and this one, the mellow. I think the far out is the more exclusive version, because I remember the heavy dropped in UK shops such as a lot of the ones I mentioned. We have the Offsprings, SNS, but yeah, a lot of the regular shops that I normally mention. But as I said, this one is a sneakers exclusive. I'm not too sure about the last one, but that one I've seen on StockX is a lot more rarer than these two, and the price is a lot more higher than these two. As said earlier, this shoe is to represent the music culture of the 1960s, the late 1960s. That's why we did see interesting add-ons such as the guitar pick, the swoosh was embroidered. Those are the things that people would wear, the materials people would wear, and the culture that was used at that time, if that makes sense. Dean Point, who is the creative director of Concepts, did state that the Nike Air Max 1 was one of his favourite silhouettes, meaning that this is why the shoe came out. Now, obviously, it's his favourite model. It ties in with the whole Air Max 1 35th anniversary. It all makes sense. I don't know if that's why it dropped this year. If say like the 90 was his favourite silhouette, then this Concept would have dropped another year. It kind of all seems to make sense. As some of you may know, this isn't Concept and Nike's first rodeo. They have a very prestigious past. If you do know, they did drop the dunks, so we've had some of the most expensive dunks that have ever dropped. We've had the green lobster, the yellow lobster, the purple lobster. All of the lobster pack was all Concepts. I think the rarest one is probably the yellow lobster. I can't remember, I have to check. I'll check StockX. But going off the top of my head, the rarest one is the yellow lobster or the red. I'll put a picture of the rarest one here and hopefully I'm right. as this is the 35th anniversary of the Air Max 1, I feel like this is a great introduction as to what we could possibly see later on in the year. Even last year, if you do remember, we've had the Pata Air Max 1s, which was another good introduction and another well-crafted shoe, and a shoe that a lot of people actually wanted. So firstly, Patas, now this, and obviously the whole Travis Scott situation, but I do feel like those Air Max 1s will be coming out this year, maybe later this year. This year is going to be filled with a lot of interesting Air Max 1s. And I guess his whole, I don't know if you want to call it cancelled or whatever, but all of that, it seems to be brewing over a bit. So I won't be surprised if we start to see those collaborations, meaning that there's going to be more light shed on the Air Max 1 and more Air Max 1 collaborations follow through. Because this is the same, if not the similar model that happened with the Dunks, the Travis Scott Dunks that were released last year or 2 years ago. I think they released quite early on in the year, and then they just flooded the market with Dunks. So I can see the same thing happening this time. Let's get on to CWP now. Comfortability. This shoe, an Air Max 1, is quite comfortable. Yes, they are a very comfortable shoe. With these different materials, I don't know if that will affect it because it can make the shoe a bit stiffer. But upon wearing, yeah, this shoe, Air Max 1s are comfortable. Wearability now. It's a lot of different colors. So the thing with a lot of different colors, one color will always work. Let's take for instance, I know this is a different brand, but the Wave Runner. There's a lot of different colors going on the Wave Runner. But because there's so much going on, you can always seem to match it with something. But this shoe in general, we do see a lot of our duller colors. So we do have the maroons, the green, we have the bandana print and stuff like that. I would say match with the colors on the shoe, if not match with other dull colors, because I feel like a bright color might just throw the whole outfit off. But I can see probably a navy, yeah, maroon, purple, green, basically something that matches the colors on the shoe. Profitability now. I do, as I said earlier, I do feel like this isn't the most profitable color out of all three of them. Even though that this is a sneakers exclusive, I feel like the price may go up. I feel like the Air Max 1 hype is heavy, and because of how well crafted the shoe is, if the shoe doesn't rise in price now, I do see over the next 2 or 3 years, it might jump up to a £400 price point, but I don't see it going higher than that. I don't think the Air Max 1s have that much pull. Even the Patas which came out, that shoe isn't going for much. That shoe's going for around 253, depending on the color. But I don't see this shoe bring that high, but because of how well crafted the shoe is, I feel like people will start to take appreciation and grab while the price is low, and because of that, people grab them, wear their pairs, and the prices will go up. So with that being said, if you are looking for the shoe, grab the shoe now. I wouldn't recommend waiting because of how well crafted the shoe is and how available the free may be. I'm not sure about the far out pair, but the this mellow pair and the heavy pair, I do anticipate them being readily available, seeing as the heavy pair did drop in a lot of sneaker stores, but this mellow pair was a lot more limited, only being sneakers, but the price still isn't that high. But yeah guys, let me know how you feel about the shoe. Please like, comment and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you very much guys, and yeah, I'm named D-Man. Peace.